biyu sati na biyar Caliphate Tech Solutions Limited for web development fundamental under HTML, right? So today we are going to talk about form attribute. Last video we talked about the form, the structure, kind of input as and other things. So we have seen the form is like this, right? And we do have the form element here, right? Inside of it we have we define our form like that. Okay, we have the select, which is just a select option. We also have the text area, which is the text area. You can write all of this in just single line like that. There is no problem about that. Okay, we have text type, we have number type, we have email. Okay, I misspell this email too. Okay, email type. So okay, and we have the password checkbox, radio file. Okay, this file you can even be able to upload videos, you can upload audios, you can upload songs and everything you want. Everything is a file, PDF, whatever it is as a file, you can upload it. There is no problem about that. Okay, so now today is about the form here, attribute of the form. What and what do we actually need? So we need to have a button here, which we can click, maybe a button. And this button here, I can either use button. Button, and maybe here you can say button here, or you can do like submit, for example, submit that. If you don't like to use button, we also have another input, we call it submit type, right? We can do this one. We say it is input. Input is a type, is equals to type, right? So if you want to, by default, this one we show you submit. Let's see, let me differentiate between from bottom input type there. Okay, the difference is on a button here. This one is from the button, while this one, all of them, they are kind of by default. When you didn't specify the value in the input type, it will give you a submit type. Let me do value here. But if you want to have, let's say, a register, let me just use this one. Okay, if you want to have, let's say, a register or submit or upload or whatever type, you need to have a value here. You see register here, register here, save it here, refresh the page here, right? And then refresh the page here, select, you fill the form. The major challenge is coming now. Okay, you fill, after filling this form here, you say this one is what number, you pass the number. If you just leave it like that without having a complete email like this, you choose this one, select this, and maybe just leave it without this. For example, if you now try to submit it here, you see that this one shows that please include an @ sign, because this okay. Now let's assume at gmail.menene, right? Let's assume we have done something like this and we are okay like that. Okay, now what will happen if we send this data? We expect this data to do something, maybe to go somewhere like that, right? For maybe storage, to store it somewhere or something like that. But let's look at what happened here. If I now click on this, you just go like that and just nothing. There's nothing. Yes, we need to specify some attributes. I'm not talking about the data is going for now, but put it in your mind. That is the basic challenge we have at this fundamental level, which will be deal with it in the next level we are going to do in part of our training, right? So if we fill this form here and then submit it, then it will do nothing. There is something we call in the form here. There is what we call a method or an action here. There is an attribute called action here. Action is a kind of thing where you put here. This is to show that when you submit the form, we are going to that place where this action will happen, right? Sometimes maybe let's say I write week 4.html, right? So it will take in the entire form, go to that week 4.html and do it there, right? This is what we call an action. Right. We have two types of method. We have a method that is called get method, and then we also have another method that's called post method, right? So this get method, if you are sending the data there, get method there, this form here, that data will now appear in the URL. Like that. Okay, so now let's give it a try. Fill out the form again. Okay, then name here like that, and then this number here. Sorry. Is capsule.com, for example, and password is anything, right? And check this. I don't have time to upload the picture here. I didn't put names, right? I didn't put names, okay? So I think I didn't refresh this page. I do. Okay. So actually, HTML is not responsive. It's not the type is not the type of the file that can handle this issue, because it's not processing file like that. So just bear in your mind, any file you want to maybe have the capability of collecting this data, that file name will be written here. So in our case, we're supposed to say before the PHP, for example, be a PHP like that, so that the PHP will be able to process this one and process it and do whatever you do, right? This one is get method is little bit, let me just increase this to get method is little bit non-skill, right? Because of it's not skill, because of all the data will appear inside the URL that you are passing, right? All the data will go to that URL, and it is obvious and it is physical that, okay. What about if you don't want the data to pass through all of this route here? You use another method, post method. Post method will hide everything, but you're not able to see anything, but under the hood it will sending it to, let's say, a PHP file for processing and storage inside the database or something like that. So After that, then we also have another property, we call it ink type, which is very important. If you have a form, your form need to upload a file like this. So ink type is the kind of attribute that will enable any file type to be processable file like that, okay, instead of being just a string like that. So you will see it when it comes to PHP, and by next program you will see how we can deal with that actual problem there. So that is ink type. For us to do the ink type, we need to say, okay, let me just tell this one to post any serious data, any if your form involve and has any serious data like password, like email, like account number, like any valued credential, don't use get method. If you use get method, it's very easy to people to hack and people to just guess it and send it through what have you and get access to it like that, okay. But if you use the post method, nobody can just use the post method. Post method, you cannot copy the code, the link, and put it inside the URL and it work like that. No, post method cannot. But get method, I can put my variable, I can put my anything, I pass it through the get method and through the URL browser, and it will just go directly to your site. So if you're using get method, use it for very no care data like that. No, you don't have problem with that data is okay. Very okay. Ink type is if you want to make your form to be like that, you need to ink type. You see ink type, you see cost maybe multi-part /form dash data, just like that. So you need to put something like this in your form in order to be able to see that your form can be able to process the file and store it inside your database and other things related to that. Is that okay? So now this is what we have basically for the attribute, for the form attribute basically, and we think if you have any issue or concerning the form attribute, whether the action, what is meant by the action is where the form is going and be processing there. Cool. So method is the method that the form is using to send data to that file here. Ink type is the attribute that will make the uploaded file to be processable. Just take it as simple as that. Is that okay? So now if you have any question, suggestion, and let's talk in the descriptive class, then we solve all the issues there. So thank you for watching. See you in the next class.